What's up, everybody? It's R&R in the morning, and we're doing a little bit something different right now. We're going to be joined by Bubba Bad Man Jenkins, who is representing the Professional Fighters League. It's a playoff. It's a playoff, but it's MMA, and it's the fastest growing, most innovative sport in the country. They're right there. It is MMA, but right there with MMA, they're gunning for number one. But right now, we're joined by Bubba Bad Man Jenkins, who on August 4th, that's right, August 4th, 7:30 out at the Bowen Techport Arena, will be fighting in the semifinals of this playoff against Jesus Pinedo for the right to win $1 million. I was just talking with Bubba about this. I was like, man, do you realize you're about to you're in the tournament, you're in the semifinals of a tournament for $1 million? That's crazy to me because I know what them M's are looking like. I know what that means. Bubba, how are you doing this morning?
I'm good, man. You're supposed to have the horns and all that stuff, man. Yeah, no, man.
We might add that to it.
Yeah, I'm good, baby. We in this bitch. We doing wonderful things. I'm excited to be in San Antonio. Excited to be on the main stage, on the PFL stage.
Is this your first time in San Antonio?
This is my first time in San Antonio, not Texas, but San Antonio.
So you went where? To Houston, obviously.
Yeah, I've been. No. The thing is, see, if I went to Houston, I probably would not have left. You know what I mean? So I'm probably retired.
My man understands the landscape already.
I do.
Yeah.
I got eyes that see. So you know what I mean? I'm a man that loves good things and things. You know. So being in San Antonio, being the main event, I'm seeing what it's gonna look like, being the residue of what Texas is. So.
Yeah. So this is gonna be a semifinal match for you. You are the Mr. Featherweight, the top seeded featherweight,
number one seed,
top dog, the big dog.
Yeah.
What can we expect if I pull up to Techport? Well, when I pull up to Techport, because we're gonna be in the building August 4th.
Got to.
And I'm about to watch Bubba Bad Man Jenkins. What am I getting?
Well, you're definitely gonna get some Badman Airlines. I take everybody for a ride. I put them on that first ride, suplex to Suplex City. That's one of the big moves that I do. I get everybody with it. If you look at my highlights, I'm definitely dumping somebody on their head some way or somehow. Being a wrestler, so that's what. And Batman Teams all 2023. I'm coming in there to do my own thing, and I only do it one way, and that's one-way traffic, my way or no way.
Amen.
So you want to, like, in the semifinal fight against Jesus, are you looking to kind of put him on the ground, or are you trying to get him on get at him on his
with the
feet?
hands? Yeah. What's your thing?
Now it's a little bit different, right? So we just had the 2 regular season fights, and in those regular season fights, you're looking to advance in a safe manner and move on, because we fight every 8 weeks. It's a tournament. We don't just get your off time. You still walk into your next camp with injuries from your last fight.
Camp.
You still camp. Boom, right next to the next
playoff,
one. You can't have too much celebration before preparation from your last fight. So we got to get back in it. So the mindset and the quick turnaround it changes the way you want to fight in the regular season. But in the playoffs, it's by any means. You know what I mean? It's like you said, there's $1 million on the line. I'm on my Malcolm. If I need to drown him, we gonna drown him. If I need to square up with him, we gonna give him these calls. You feel me? But either way, we gonna get our hand raised. He struck lightning already with his last.
So you got multiple things in your bag.
I'm a very well mixed martial artist.
Yeah, you know what? This is what I want to talk to you about. We're gonna keep talking about the fight, but so I'm 46.
Right.
But people keep telling me, when you hit over 40, you really should practice some form of jujitsu. One, for the type of workout it is, but 2, just to stay dangerous. Is that what kind of gravitated you to it, or I know you went to Penn State for wrestling.
Right.
Was that just a natural transition, or were you always into mixed martial arts?
Well, so I was a young African American kid whose father died at 9.
Okay.
Right. So my father was one of 11 who had a background in wrestling.
Okay.
And so when my father died, I became very quickly a statistic. For the next 2 weeks, I got in 13 fights. On my mama. After my father died.
That's real.
For the next 2 weeks at school, and
you were angry. You were lashing out.
And I was a daddy's boy. I am my father's son, so to speak.
Right.
This would not be my first main event had my father still be alive. In a sense, we walk with an authority. I'm Jesse Jenkins III, but it comes with an understanding that I'm very kingly, and you can feel that in me. So when it comes to being a warrior, I was born with the bloodline of a warrior and a king. But when it comes to jumping into the sport chose me at a very young age, and combat has just been my thing.
Damn. Real answer. We're talking about we're talking about the PFL. August 4th out at the Techport Arena. $1 million online. What made you choose the PFL?
Man,
or did the PFL choose you?
You know, I'm getting chosen around here.
We're the chosen one.
I would say that I chose the PFL. I'm working on my 3rd world title. I liked what PFL was doing. I did the Ultimate Fighter show with John Jones. I was his coach. I was his wrestling coach coming out of college. So I had the options of, you know, staying with Bellator, the organization I was with, going to the UFC, or trying this new up-and-coming organization in PFL that had a regular season, a playoffs. They had, you know, a point system. You know, they had an off season and an on season. Me being, you know, a father and very in my children's life, I like the fact that, you know, you got a regular season to lock in, you know, a good 4 or 5 months to become a millionaire or a champion, and then you got that off season to either think about what you did to not get that, or, you know, rebound and move forward with that. But I like the fact that PFL has the regular season where you got to put up points.
That's
you can't
dope.
Just talk your way into a championship. You can't just say that
you can't Instagram or TikTok your way into it. Like, I got the following, so put
your way. You're gonna have to beat somebody and beat somebody. You got to get to the championship at 3-0 and unscathed and available. The best ability is availability. The champion from 2 years ago just fell out, and he was in the playoffs. He was showing up for San Antonio, and he just got hurt. So he broke his wrist. So the best ability is availability. He not here no more. So you gotta be in this building. You gotta show up, and when they lock the cage, you gotta be who you're supposed to be.
And what the great thing about this is, being a UFC guy for the most part, it's about the fights, it's about the lead up to the fight, and all that stuff. But having a regular season and a postseason and a tournament mindset, it just feels like it is a completely different mindset that you have to have to compete and fight not just week in and week out, but throughout the entirety of a season.
100%.
To where in the UFC, you're thinking about a fight by fight basis.
And you don't get a short notice. Like, you know, in the UFC, they'll call you and you're gonna, you know, the top echelon guys, where I'm at in my career, there ain't no short notice fights for me. You call me with an understanding that it's 6 weeks or more. You know, it ain't no last minute. I'm I'm a professional. You be professional with my understanding of professionalism.
No, I feel you. I know what you mean. Yeah.
The younger guys gotta get out there and hop in on, you know, short notice, upper weight class, down. They gotta get in there where they can get their bones at, right? So the PFL, they give you that understanding that it's a regular season. Get your mind locked in for the season. But the turnaround is fast. The paychecks come quick. So, you know, there's an advantage of that. You know, every 8 weeks, I'm picking up that PFL Professional Fighter League's money.
I'm not
you
mad
know what
at
I'm saying? And I'm cashing them checks. But, you know, it's the quick turnaround, but you just got to be available. You got to be consistent. You got to punch the clock. And like, unlike the UFC, we don't have events. We have a season.
That's dope. I think that's unique.
I think that's cool.
That's unique, and I think it draws people in. Again, he's Bubba Jenkins. He's fighting Jesus Pinedo out at the Techport Arena, August 4th at 7:30. You can get the tickets at pflmma.com. Now, before we get you out of here,
yes, sir.
You get to the finals, you win the finals, that direct deposit hits.
Yes. Yeah.
What we doing? Yes. We stacking it because we got to get more. We're getting a little something. What we doing when the direct deposit hits?
So first of all, it's contract time. So the Lord kept me in the right situation to where when I become crown king, I also have the ability to say.
I hear the manifestation. Okay.
I also have the ability to say what we doing. Show me you love me. You know what I'm saying? I am your new champion, and I am now a free agent in a sense, so to speak. You know, I could go to the UFC and talk about, you know, who won it on some like who's the best in the world. As I will be crowned a world champion. No different in validation because of my league or performance.
Absolutely.
You know, so when it comes to that, I'm looking at the opportunities at hand as the champion. But when it comes to the finances, I'm feeding the family. We gassing up the car. I ain't out here spending nothing. I'm putting it back in the team. I'm building a team. I got a group of people that are around me. I am not self-made. I've been helped to get here, and that Millie will facilitate a stronger base, a stronger bad man army.
He's Bubba Jenkins. He's a bad man. It's the PFL. It's August 4th, 7:30, Techport. Get your tickets right now. Main event, PFLMMA.com. It's the semifinals. It's the main event. You are not going to want to miss it. Bubba Bad Man Jenkins, I appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
Penn State, go Nittany Lions and all that other good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
VA,
Pleasure was all mine.
2 up, 2 down.
757 stand up. I thank you guys for having me, man. I can't let this go without saying though, because I went to Penn State, transferred to Arizona State, and pinned the Penn State kid in the finals, because after they don't want you, another man's trash is someone else's treasure. I became a national champion for ASU. So shout out to Sun Devils. You didn't have to do them like that. Shout out to Sun Devils. Even though I did 4 years at Penn State and I still bleed blue and white, I graduated from Arizona State. I got a ring and a championship from ASU. So Sun Devils gotta have their little moment in there. They blessed the boy. They blessed me.
Where can we get the album?
Oh, bruh.
I forgot.
The music is dropping this week. I'm going to drop a little single this week.
Okay, the single.
Yeah, a little single. I ain't ready for the album yet. I don't know if you know this or not, but I've been kind of training and working on like a championship. So that rap thing gonna have to
wait a little bit.
It's gonna have to sit to that off season. You know, it's got plans for it, and it do got some legs. Y'all can look out for that music this week. It got some legs. We got some bop to it.
My man.
But we really focus on getting this world championship. Let's get the business done.
Yeah.
And then y'all gonna see me act the world champion this mother.
My man. Pleasure. Thank you for having us, and good luck, man. And stay safe.
Tune in.